Zach Rockford's cast blog for the newspaper internship. So I had my internship again today. I went after school to get those logs from the Barnstable District Court. Same thing, went today. I had a huge stack. And that's a new skill, I think. That's a new thing for me with this activity. I've never had a big stack before. I actually had one fascinating case where this guy apparently had been breaking and entering into houses. He had 42 counts of breaking and entering against him. So that one took me a little while. That was the first really extensive case I've had like that, where it goes on, and you got to figure out what's going on. You got to figure out how to condense things, and that's a little bit different from just the petty A and Bs that come up all the time. So that's a little bit of a new skill. Also, not that this necessarily has anything to do with my CAS activity or my outcomes, but when I was in there, I was sitting at the clerk's desk doing my logs, and I looked over, and there was a man and a woman with a very small child, and the man was being arraigned for a crime, and it was obvious that he was going to jail, and he was saying that he didn't have the money to pay his bail, to pay his probation, so he was so badly financially off that he literally could not pay his own probation fees. And this wouldn't have bothered me, this wouldn't have made any impact on me, except that he did have a very small child, maybe 4 or 5, a little boy, and his wife was there. And it made me think a little bit about my life, how lucky I've been, and how I want things to go from here, and how I want to run things from here in my own life. But it also made me think, it's easy to say that we should be tough on criminals, but at the same time, there are often specific cases, there are often problems, and it's a knowledge issue. Should I feel worse for this man because he has a little kid than I do for anybody else who's in this kind of situation? I don't know. But anyway, I came home today. Laura Reckford has sent me a bunch of corrections for my last log, so I'll try and do better this time. Well, it wasn't that bad though, but I'll try and correct those, get these off. It's going to be kind of a long night, extended essay stuff and that, so there's some commitment. Anyway, this is Zach Rockford's cast blog on newspaper internship for Barnstable.